There we go. Hey, it's Brenda Meller back again today for another LinkedIn profile mini audit. And I have with me today Katy Kaumeyer. Hey, Katy, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so delighted to be here with you. And before I pull your LinkedIn profile up on screen, Katy, why don't you tell us your name, who you help, and what you help them with?
Yeah. So my name is Katy Kaumeyer. I am the creative director at Omnimedia Designs, where we help entrepreneurs with the tools and techniques in order to create those back end technicalities that everybody is looking for. Things like the funnels and websites and the customer journey, the details that not everybody understands how the back end of a business works. That's where I step in and help everything from done for you to do it yourself.
Wonderful. Such a great description of what you do. And immediately as you're talking, I'm like, can I refer over to Katy? And I love the concept of funnels and customer journey. You're speaking my corporate marketing language too in there. So, okay, so I'm showing your profile up on screen right now, and this will be broadcast both on YouTube and on my podcast. For those that are going to be listening on the podcast, if you want to look at Katy's profile, her name is KatyKaumeyer. If you'd like to look her up, her link for her LinkedIn profile will also be in show notes. And as we go through this profile mini audit today, Katy, I'd like to ask, do you have any specific questions regarding your LinkedIn profile that you'd like answers on, or are you just open to some general feedback here today?
Both. I'm open to the general feedback, but I'm also looking, how to step in as a small entrepreneur into the big corporate world.
Okay, good. Now, and your audience is mainly entrepreneurs and
Mhm.
small business owners and things like that. So when you say step into the corporate world, are you referring to the platform of LinkedIn generally, or are you hoping to expand to serve corporate clients as well?
Nope, just into the big corporate LinkedIn world.
Okay, good. All right. So first and foremost, I want you to keep in mind that LinkedIn it is a professional networking site, and it's used actually by a variety of individuals in different business types. Everyone from a small business owner, solopreneur who is just getting started, all the way up to the Fortune 500 firms, multinational organizations as well. And there's actually a good mix of everyone. So LinkedIn really belongs to all of us. It doesn't just belong to the big businesses, and nor is it a small business platform. It's really the gamut. And one thing that we were talking about in the pre-show was that LinkedIn is the equivalent of a professional business directory. And for those of you who are familiar with yellow pages and white pages, it's kind of the combination because when people look you up on LinkedIn, they're looking to learn more about you, which is what we did back in the day in the yellow pages and the white pages. And the great thing is if we have an optimized profile, it makes it easier for the right person to find us and who might also want to do business with us. So I'm going to gear the audit today towards giving you some tips that are going to help you to reach your ideal target audience. Does that sound okay,
Perfect.
Katy?
Yes,
All right,
perfect.
good. Okay, so first, we're going to look at we've got two images at the top of your profile that are very prominent. And I like to start at the top because this is what people are landing on first. We've got your headshot photo, we've got your header image in the background. What I look for in the headshot photo is that it's a current photo taken in the past 5 years. And this is important because if you're getting on a Zoom call with someone, and it sounds like you work a lot with people virtually, is that correct,
Mhm.
Katy?
I do, yes.
Good. So it's really important that we look like who we are, and you look like who you are in your photo. But I always remind individuals any chance you have to get a new headshot photo taken, try to make sure that's remaining current because this is one of the nods to indicating to people that you're remaining current with technology and you are continuing to grow and evolve for your business. And then also that I'm guessing that headshot photo is something that's also on your website. So it's creating some brand continuity between your profile and your head site. The other thing
Right.
I might suggest for you on your current headshot photo is I recommend that your face from the top of your forehead to the bottom of your chin, that be about 50 to 60% of the circle. Right now, you're a little bit further zoomed out, and what I recommend that you do is almost make the top of your hairline at the top of the circle, and then the bottom really should just be a sliver of your neckline, and that's just a way of making you appear more approachable, more important, more impressive. Okay. And this
Okay.
reminds me, Katy, of the days when I used to work in corporate and I would see in the walls of boardrooms pictures of the board members and you'd see different headshot photos and they were all
Right.
sized about the same, but every once in a while you'd see a photo that was a little bit further back. And I would always think, are they not as important as a board member? Are they more of a committee member versus a full board member? And it was just a slight psychological effect that was created when you zoom in on the photo. The other thing that does is most people are actually using LinkedIn on their mobile device, and their LinkedIn is now saying between 50 to 70% of traffic occurs on mobile. So when we have a more zoomed in headshot photo, it makes it easier for people to see you and to bring you into the profile because they can see your face in it. All right. Next
Okay.
thing is your header image that's in the background. And do you have the LinkedIn app on your phone by chance,
I
Katie?
do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to have you pull it up right now, but after the call today, I want you to pull your profile up on your phone and look at your header.
Okay.
Now, my eyes are getting a little bit older. I'll admit, I've got the dual, of like the bifocal in one eye and the distance in the other eye now. So, but even as I'm looking at this on the desktop, I can kind of see what you're showing on the right-hand side of your profile. It says discover your purpose, love your business. I'm not really sure, but it's a collection of resources and information.
Hmm.
On the left-hand side is your name, and it says Omni Media Designs. Now, Omni Media Designs, is that your company logo there?
It is. Yes.
Okay, so here's what I like to think about. Your LinkedIn header graphic will always accompany your headshot photo, and your name will always be below that.
Hmm.
So if there's elements I see in multiple places in that top area, I say eliminate them to create some clarity. So your name, Katy Kaumeyer, in your header, I would take that out. That way you can make your logo a little bit larger, which makes it a little bit easier for us to see that. And then the other items on there, I just want to make sure that you're looking at it on desktop versus mobile and thinking about, where is your eye drawn and
Right.
can you view it in both instances? Is it
Okay.
legible in both instances? I would almost think you might be better off if you wanted to show a collection of things on the right-hand side, show one of those items and make it a little bit larger, and then maybe put a subheading under it that says, grab your download today at Omni Media Designs or something. Like I want to know what that is, but it's a
Okay.
little bit hard for me to see it. Does that make sense?
It does. Yes.
Okay. And then you have a bulleted list in your header image as well, which I really like. It says tools to run your business, implementation and automation, confidence to scale, passion to profit. Now, I feel like those things are descriptive, but I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. So my recommendation to you might be in the introduction, and when you listen to the playback, I want to hear how you described your business. You said things like, funnels. So maybe optimize your funnels or funnel optimization, like use phrases that are talking about specific things. So
Okay.
website development, or what are the things that you're the services that you're offering for people. So confidence to scale doesn't, I don't know what you're talking about, but if you were to say funnel building, I'm like, oh, I need that, right? Does that make
So
sense?
yes, it does.
Okay, great. And then let me give you a couple more tips on here. Now, in the pre-show, I said Katy Kaumeyer. Am I saying your name correctly?
You are. Yes.
Yes, right. Now, LinkedIn actually has a really cool tool, which is called name pronunciation. It's only available on the LinkedIn mobile app. If you click on the gray pencil icon at the top of your profile on the mobile app and go into the edit intro area, right under first name and last name, there's a little button where you can click on it. It says name pronunciation. Now you've got 10 seconds in that field. Now I am an opportunistic marketer, Katie, and I'm going to give you my little pro tip on here. It will not take you 10 seconds to say, hi, this is Katy Kaumeyer. That may take you 2 seconds, if that. So you could expand upon that and say something like, hi, this is Katy Kaumeyer. If you need help with building funnels, implementing websites, or any other technical issues, let's connect. And I just made that up. I might have said things incorrectly, but I want you to think about the concept here of getting your voice in there. And in addition to giving people the name pronunciation, give them a little voice snippet of what you
Okay.
do.
I
Okay,
like that.
good. Okay. Next is your headline. And I want you to keep in mind that your headline follows you around on LinkedIn. And I'm going to scroll down into your activity section right now to show you what I'm referring to here. So when you post on LinkedIn, we see your headshot photo, we see your name, we see a portion of your headline, and it's usually about the first line, the first 40 to 60 characters. So I want you to think about incorporating something in the first 40 to 60 characters that's really intriguing and that's going to pull the right audience back to you. It's going to repel the wrong people away. It's not going to appeal to corporate people because we're not trying to target those, but it
Right.
could say, entrepreneur seeking funnel building help. Something like a rhetorical question where it's like driving people to go, oh, I need to know more about this person. And the
Okay.
goal is to get them to click to come back to your profile with that headline. Okay.
Perfect.
And if you were to keep everything in here as is, I might think about all the keywords and phrases that you have, and you have 220 characters in total, prioritizing them, put the most important first, second most important, third most important. So you have in here, business implementation, then you have public speaker. So are you looking to grow your speaking business? Is that a
I
priority for you
am.
right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And what do you speak about?
Well, again, about the building your business from the ground up inexpensively most of the time. And then it's also my son has paranoid schizophrenia. So it's helping special needs moms build their businesses, showing them that even with the issues that I have in my life, that I'm still growing a thriving business.
That's wonderful. And sounds like you're such a great mom to support your family here too. So what I heard you just say might be one of your little catchphrases or taglines, building your business inexpensively. I think
Okay.
that right there, you just got into my heart right there, Katie, because I think a lot of us are self-employed. We don't want to go in debt or go out of business before
Hmm.
we have a chance to be successful. So if you can incorporate that into your headline, looking to build your business inexpensively, question mark, like that might draw me in.
Okay.
So thinking about incorporating that in there. And then in terms of the public speaking, if you're looking to build more of your public speaking business, I'm just going to suggest that you look throughout your profile and try to figure out, is there a link where people can learn more about booking you as a public speaker? So
Hmm.
I haven't clicked on your contact info yet, but I'm going to look at your contact info as one. So we've got your website homepage. We've got your book me. Is that like for a calendar appointment in there?
It is. Yep.
Okay. So what I would suggest is in your contact info, keep in mind that you're only your first level connections are going to see this. So think about driving them to what's the next action they might be interested in taking. So instead of sending them to the homepage, maybe you send them to the services page, for
Okay.
example. And if you have a speaker page on your website, put the
Hmm.
speaker page in there. Remember, you got 3 pages that you could put inside
Okay.
here, and maybe the calendar booking page is the third one inside there. But I want to make sure that those are being used intentionally from there. And then as we scroll down into your profile, I want to make sure that you're addressing. I see you have your keynote speeches that are addressing here. I want to see an overview of your services in here, as well as when we look at your featured section. You should be rotating different items in here. So think about your
Okay.
featured section like the end cap at a grocery store and making sure that we've got a combination of the business service offerings for the solopreneurs and small business owners, as well as the public speaking business on here. Okay. All right. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much on here, Katie. So I'll just pause here and I want to see, has this been helpful for you so far?
Absolutely. Yes. A lot
Good.
of things that I never even thought about.
Good. Well, you've got a good looking profile to start, Katie, and I just want to encourage you to start spending a little bit more time in the LinkedIn homepage feed. And when you start to interact more with the people that are the right audience for you, you're going to stop seeing the wrong people. The algorithm's going to be retrained to start showing you the right people. And I look forward to watching your progress here.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
great. So I want to thank Katie for joining us here today. And for our audience, whether you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening to this on the podcast, I'll let you know if you download my 15 LinkedIn profile tips for coaches and consultants, the last email you'll get in that series from me will include a link where you can book your own LinkedIn profile mini audit. With that said, this is Brenda Meller from Meller Marketing. Have a great day, and thank you so much for watching or listening.